On this episode of Dice and Dudes, the team bonds over their past.
The reason the program picked me up is because I murdered an occultist with a hammer. So if you guys think you can do that, you get a badge.
There's a whole
And I
history
get
of
the-
hammers in this group.
With a
Wait,
hammer.
this actually really helps my origin story for the hammer.
Interrogations go awry.
So he kind of looks up and sees you guys coming out, and he drops the wrench and starts running.
Collins uses his healing touch.
We did what we had to do. I'm sorry about your leg. And I kind of kiss my hand and then touch his knee.
The operation starts now.
You went in the wrong tunnel. You saw things you shouldn't have seen.
We no longer cleave to any government agency. We now operate privately on our own project.
He said that there's this place down south where all these rich men go to devil worship. He said they sacrifice kids and whatnot. Women and children all got murdered there. And something about some place called Carcosa and the Yellow King.
The odd latchkey kid.
Oh yeah.
There is no latch and key. The door is just open.
Yeah, if he's not in school, there's no security. There's none.
Come on, Ellie.
All right. So what's
There's no fail safe.
the plan, gentlemen?
Go. All right, so we were last speaking to a dude in his room, in his
There's
office.
a little office, yeah.
And he's all, I don't know shit, man. Lady up front knows more. I say,
Did we get the information about the dude who got caught on the security footage?
yeah.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
his
yeah.
home address and his name and all that stuff.
yeah.
Do y'all want to head there?
Well, what I was gonna say is, I look at Sells and Collins and go, well, if this dude doesn't know shit, he barely runs his own company. Let's go talk to the lady up front, see if she knows anything about this interaction between him and this last worker.
Okay. Real quick, Kale. As far as Dr. Sells, I wasn't here when you did your rundown. What is your specialty? Like as far as
So he was a marine biologist before he got involved in the program. But he's pretty good at computer science, bureaucracy, accounting. Pretty good score in forensics. So he's a pretty good investigator in general, I would say.
shit. Had I known that.
Well, he's not persuasive at all. He's very awkward, and he's obviously not a fighter.
He's like a textbook. He's great for
Yeah.
information, but any sort of interaction or anything outside of that is no good.
Okay. So like similar to like Matt's character.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he has like a bunch of science skills and search and all that stuff.
Cool.
All right. So we're talking to the lady. Is that the plan?
Yeah, the lady out front.
Okay. All righty. Hello. Okay. So we're gonna call the lady Georgia, and she kind of is nervous. As you guys kind of come back out front and want to question her. What's your line of questioning?
Well, you take
So-
one of this shit. I don't got shit.
Yeah, so we were told by Mr. Hoyt that you run the day-to-day more here than anybody else.
Yes, sir.
We were told about an incident between your employee Dale and Mr. Dale Green and a younger employee where they got in a physical altercation. Could you elaborate on that a little bit for us?
Yeah, that was I believe that was Mr. Johnson and Green. They were on the same crew. We through the city and the state, we actually get a stipend basically for hiring felons. It helps us like a tax break basically. So we hired Mr. Johnson. He wasn't the best, sometimes didn't show up. Always seemed to be pushing back against being told what to do, that kind of thing, which is tough because we make our money by getting in and out, just like knocking the lawn out and going on to the next. That's where we make most of our money. And a lot of the guys, like I'm sure Mr. Holt told you, we pay them under the table, and so they get paid by the lawn they get done. So some of these guys are about getting it done as quick as possible. My understanding is that Johnson was being belligerent and was threatening multiple members on the crew. May have had a knife. Again, none of them wanted to do a police report, nothing like that. My understanding is he continued to threaten people, and then Dale confronted him and broke his nose. We fired Johnson shortly after that.
So, would it be safe to assume that with a small crew of 14 people, you kind of get to know them a little bit, a little fraternizing? As like the secretary, you kind of learn a little bit about them. Has anyone made mention of, if they have any kids or?
Some of them have. It all depends. Some of the guys, they're more closed off. We get a lot of hard Scrabble types. I know.
Has anyone made mention of like their family and it's just them and their daughter?
Not that I know of. No. Like I said, they're harder Scrabble types. I know at least 2 of our employees are living out of motels. It's sad, but they drink. That's why I think half
Which
our
2 employees are those?
She gives you just 2 names. We'll call them Wes and Goose.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like half the crew doesn't have driver's license because of Deweys or because they're fresh out, that kind of thing. This is very much like the first step towards like you're getting your life back together. You got a job again. You're being taught a set of skills. It's not.
Have you ever had any? Has Dale ever been in any altercations before this?
No. Dale is. Dale came in. I asked for a job a few months ago. He's been very good. He shows up on time. He's usually hungover, or at least smells like booze. Doesn't speak much.
Have you ever been late to work?
A few times, and every once in a while he'll no-show. But outside that, when he's there. Let's just say it's all the crew chiefs want him because when he's there, he's good. He gets the job done, and he's quick, and he's doesn't talk back.
Okay. Anything identifiable about him, like piercings, tattoos, anything you've noticed? Just in passing, just being like, huh, that's cool. Like, oh, what's that on your arm or anything of the sort?
Not that I can think of. He usually wears sleeves, so if he has tattoos, I can't see him. He has a ponytail and a beard. He carries himself, very straight back, very stern, I would say.
Okay. Foley, anything else?
I was gonna say about the same thing. Since you're usually working outside, he's never had his shirt off. Yeah, doesn't have any tattoos or anything. We don't want to go.
We
knock on the door and get the wrong guy.
A lot of our clientele is like upper middle class to well off. They don't necessarily want guys without their shirts on in their yard. It doesn't mean our guys don't, but usually we provide our crew members with like UV shirts, which helps reflect the sun and usually keep you pretty cool.
Okay. Georgia, thank you.
Georgia, have you met Dr. Sells yet?
Briefly, when you guys first showed up, hello.
I believe you may be misremembering, Deputy. My name is Dr. Vaughn. I am a consultant.
He's not using
with the
his
Marshals.
He's using.
Okay, my bad. Well, Dr. Ron's new to town. He's trying to make some friends. Are you doing anything later tonight?
I'm in a relationship. Thank you though.
Oh, don't get too persuasive, miss. Our friend is just trying to get to meet people. So, I mean, look at that smile.
Looks over and it's the most off-putting this smile. Just- Alright, you gotta-
If you're quite finished, Deputy, I believe I have no further questions.
Yeah, me neither.
Me
Miss
too.
Georgia, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Miss Georgia.
I hope we were of help. You gentlemen have a nice day.
I put my cigarette out in the potted plant on her desk.
Oh.
I still have a donut in my pocket. I just take it out and put it and slide it towards her.
Oh, God.
Thank you. All right. What's anything else, gentlemen?
Nah, I think we're done here.
Yeah, I think ready
We,
to
we-
hit.
We pushed the door open way more aggressive than we should because it's a thin glass door. And it bangs very loudly but doesn't break. And we don't say anything, we just keep going.
So Detective Goodwin's outside. She's leaning against her patrol car. Anything? She kind of says, looking up at you guys.
So we
Well,
got
we got the name of our
Dale,
third
his
lead
name is?
finally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got the lead. We got the name and address of our third lead. I'd say since his house is over out of town and we're still in town, I'd say we go over to the mechanic shop. Check
Sure.
out this Chris Wilson
Works for me.
Goodwin kind
and get an address for him.
Goodwin kind of looks between you guys. Do you guys want me to go to the house, check it out?
Yeah, that's actually a great idea.
Now, I
No,
personally
no.
don't know.
I'd say actually no, just because.
Yeah, he could be spooked if the police show
the
up.
deputy just shows up.
Yeah.
I would ask her, could you go run, go back to the station and see what files you can get up on the mechanic shop that we're going to go to?
Yeah.
See if you can see any misdealings, bankruptcies, what have you, who owns it, all that jazz.
Yeah.
Also, could you do like a rundown on this Dale character, like how like any past crimes, such and so
Yeah,
forth, if
that's
they're in the
it,
system
yeah.
whatsoever?
Yeah.
Because I mean, in the meta, I think that the landscaper is Frank, but so I'm
Yeah.
assuming that if we do a rundown and it's like, oh, there's nothing there.
We all
Yeah.
know, we all have this breakdown on Frank, and we all know in the world that this character matches rather strongly to his behavioral pattern. The least we can do is see if he's even a real person in the books.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So Deputy Goodwin, can you just do a rundown on Dale and just if he has a file, just check on it and report back.
It's detective, and yeah, I can do that. And she kind of pushes it on the car.
I laugh like that in real life and look at Collins the whole time.
All right.
Sergeant Goodwin, I apologize.
Fuck.
Maybe you say a goodie. Yeah. All right. So you guys head to Quick Fix Motors. It's actually in the Adams Farm neighborhood, not too far from Holly's Hideaway. It's a small mechanic shop it's a small little brick square building on a lot by itself. You guys walk in, and there's an older guy with a mustache and balding long hair, and he kind of looks up. He's like, "Can I help you, gentlemen?"
I say hello. Are you Mr. Wilson? And I show the card from the from Holly's.
Yep. Randy Wilson. This is my little shop. What you guys need?
We're doing a little investigation on an incident that went down over at Holly's, and we're just trying to talk to the people
The robbery.
who go there. Yeah, exactly. We're just happy that you know. It makes our job a little bit easier. You're already on the same page.
Yeah.
We just we like to talk to the regulars that go there, and
He kind of looks back down at the paperwork he's doing. He shakes his head. Yeah, Chris is out back. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, is that his right son?
Fucking cousin. You know, doing my
Cousin, okay.
doing my aunt a fucking favor. Jailbird piece of shit. Yeah, and he kind of like throws a thumb. You guys can just go through the back. Just go to the shop. There'll be a door out back. I have him pulling fucking parts off an old beater.
Real quick, can we lay out the photos and be like, do any of these people
You slap
familiar to
before
you?
you can get all the photos
Yeah,
down.
show
so
the great one.
before you can slap down all the photos, you guys put down the one with the gray. It's like, yeah, that's fucking Chris.
Yeah.
You can tell this guy is like already pissed that his dipshit cousin brought cops to him, and he's just like, yeah, no, he's out back.
Okay.
Now, rest assured, we're just gathering information at this point, so there's nothing to be nervous about. At least not yet.
I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything. I'm not nervous.
Does Chris have an immediate family?
His mom died a few years back. I don't know if he ever knew his daddy. Fucking, I don't know how much contact he has. I know he was running with some dudes. Fucking, you know, they used to knock over gas stations. I think he dealt a little weed and coke. Fucking, you know, his last bed was like 5 years ago. He came out. It's fucking before his mom died. She asked me to fucking give him a job, and you know, I'm fucking. You know what I mean? It's family, so you gotta try to help. But like, he's been nothing but fucking trouble. You know what I mean?
It's commendable. Does he have a wife or children?
No.
Okay. I say we go talk. We go back there. I say we say thank you, and we start heading to the back
So
to go.
So it's like 5 or so. So it's like getting towards the end of the working day. You go out back and there's a guy in like a jumpsuit with like the thing down, not all the way zipped up, in a tank top, pulling parts off a car. He stands about 5'10". He has dark graying hair, long beard, and a ponytail. A slight belly to him. Years of drinking catching up with him. What do you guys say?
Oh, first
Yes.
I don't say anything. I check him for the tattoo on his shoulder.
So he kind of looks up and sees you guys coming out, and he drops the wrench and starts running. So
Oh fuck. All right. Foley, what are your stats on what would that be, Addison?
athletics.
What's your athletics?
65. Let me roll.
Hold on.
Okay.
Dr. Sells, what's your athletics?
Base of 30. Yeah.
Mine's 60. All right, yeah. Do you want to make Chase? Because you're higher than me.
Yeah, I'll make Chase.
Well, what's your plan? Is there a reason why you couldn't both, Jason?
That's true.
I just like the idea.
Oh, hold on. Where's he run to? Like, what's the back? Like,
So the
give me a
back-
description of the area in the back, and he's running.
Is a couple cars. There's a couple cars, and there's a chain link fence with like barbed wire, and then behind that is woods, and he's darting that way. I don't know if he has much of a plan or if he's just like going, "Oh fuck."
Is there a gate? Is there a break in the fence, or
No.
is it like?
Not that you can see from here now.
Was he working on anything? Like,
was-
did he have tools in his hand?
Yeah, he was pulling parts off like an old car, so they could like.
What
sell
was
them.
in his hand?
A wrench, but he dropped it and he's moving. Like a
Can
wrench.
I
Okay.
throw that?
That's exactly what I was getting.
You can do that.
Since I'm the highest, let's get this. Yeah, I make Chase, and I take off. I try to grab the wrench and throw it at the back of his leg.
All right, so give me an athletics roll. See if you can get to the wrench before he's like too far away to hit.
Actually,
I hit
what I'm
65
doing,
exactly.
so I'm kind of testing Foley's grit. So I kind of like pull out a cigarette and kind of laugh and just sit back.
I do like the idea of Collins taking a drag from Sarah and go get him, new guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I rolled a 65. My shit is 65.
On top. All right, so you're there, and then you're gonna give me another athletics roll to throw the wrench and fucking take out his legs.
65.
Boom. All right.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get 3 steps before he just boom boom and then bam across the legs and he topples
Clack
down.
into the
And
knee.
you see him go, ah, fuck.
We walk over to him and pick his ass up and set him down,
I
sit
ain't
him
done
down on like a
shit.
car. Yeah, well, we don't fucking know that yet, do we?
I ain't done shit, man. I'm telling you. Fuck.
I check his. I fucking look him over. I'm like, you'll be all right. I check his arms for the tattoo.
There is a tattoo of a Joker holding a revolver and some cards, but no Marine tattoo.
I go, did you get this after seeing Deer Hunter?
Fuck you, man.
Yeah, well, shut
Is
the
there
fuck
is
up.
there
All
a
right, dude.
place we can take him that like an alleyway or like a little crevice to where it's out of sight?
You could take him behind one of these because there's like
I
stacks
was
of
gonna say,
cards. Yeah, you can take him behind a stack of cards if you want.
Take him behind the stack of cars.
And also, this might not be like the owner may not necessarily be an out-and-out criminal, but it's not. Let's just say those security cameras probably don't work. They're probably like, we don't film what happens back here. It's like we don't know what car. An Audi went missing. That's weird.
All right, we slam him down. We sit him down. Excuse me, behind the stack of cars.
Okay.
And we go, hey,
Fucking.
you probably know why we're here, don't you?
Fucking what? You
What's
guys
he say?
DEA or some shit? I told you I ain't done shit, man.
Guilty
No,
conscience. Sounds
Sure,
like.
yeah, you sure seem real sketch. I mean, I just had to take you down like the last of the Mohicans. So
Fucking what? Three
why
guys
are you running?
showing up in the back in a fucking car yard. You guys look like fucking cops. What? You guys trying to pin some shit on me? Fuck
we
you.
need some information. We need some information. I would settle down, but
He kind of like leans back.
I'd settle down.
What?
I settle down and I kick him in the leg.
Ah,
That
come on,
with.
fuck! And he kind of like rolls, like kind of rolls to one side. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
All right, bud,
I'm kind of letting Foley take point. I just want to see how he deals with shit.
Okay. So what do you
So
guys?
I'm just
look,
like
man.
kind of like in the background, just like watching it, smoking a cigarette, being like,
What do you guys want, huh?
I go, look, bud. How often are you up at Holly's?
I don't know, dude. I rent a room up the street. I'm there a couple nights a week. I didn't
Couple
rob the
nights a
fucking
week,
place.
yeah.
If that's what you guys are
Yeah,
asking.
but we'll fight. We'll figure out if you robbed it or not. Do you regularly drink with someone named Dale?
That kind of gives him pause. And he kind of leans back. That dude's an asshole, man. It's like talking to a wall.
No.
I don't
The
fucking
way
do that, man.
he's hit you a couple times. He's humbled you maybe once or twice. Is that what you mean?
Nah, man. Just fuck, man. I don't know. You guys ever been inside and see that dude with like? shorts?
Dr. Ron, what do you have as far as equipment?
Dr. Ron?
I like
Wow.
Dr.
No,
Wait, is it cells?
It sells. Dr.
Cells,
Vaughn
like
is
he
my
sells.
cover name.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
So what I have is, at least on my sheet, is a tablet computer, hacking software, and a bug detector. And I don't really have anything besides that.
Okay.
I light a cigarette, and I go. Every time you've been up there, every time you've interacted with Dale, or seen people interact with Dale, what's usually the interaction?
He says one or two words. Like, shit, man. I saw guys like him when I was on the inside. Like dudes who clearly did some shit. I don't know, man. I fucked with him a couple times, but nothing ever happened. But that dude scares the fucking shit out of me, man.
Do you have any tattoos?
I don't know, man. He's always wearing sleeves.
Has he ever said anything about his family?
I think he has a daughter or something. Like I said, the dude doesn't talk much. But I've seen him like looking at a photo. It's like a lady and like a little girl.
And I'm assuming him.
Yeah, man. Like a family photo, something like that. I don't know.
All right. I reach down to give him a hand to stand him up and pull him up to his feet. Dust him off. I go, was this so bad?
Fucking, you hit me with a wrench, man.
Well, you ran like a bitch, man. So,
Is that it, man? That's all you guys wanted?
for now. Don't,
Why did you run?
I don't know, dude. I'm a fucking criminal.
Can I go through his pockets?
Yeah.
I just walk up. I'm not saying anything this entire time. I just kind of walk up and just run through his pockets.
Yeah. So you find a wallet, some keys, and you find a little baggie of coke.
All right, I take the bag. I take the bag and I kind of dangle it in front of his face, and I'm like, I look at him and I say, leverage.
Yeah, man, you guys got
And-
leverage. Fuck.
Did
And
they have a
I
cell
look
phone
at
on him?
Collins. I look at Collins and I go, Collins, Hardy, and then
Did they have a cell phone on him?
It's in my. If you guys ask him for a cell phone, you don't find one. But if you ask him for one, he's like, I keep it in the shop, man. Fucking those shits are expensive. I'm not gonna get oil and shit on it, or fucking, break it. I'm afraid I'm gonna break it if I keep it in my pockets while I'm working.
So Foley, you haven't pinned him against the wall?
Well, against the
no,
car.
I've stood him up now. I've stood him up now behind the walls. Like he's just standing there as you searched him. Like he's like hobbled up on his leg because it's fucking a little busted. So he's leaning on the cars, but you're searching his pockets like that.
Okay, so I kind of put my arm around him, and I'm like,
yeah.
I put my arm around him, like, brother, I understand. You're fresh out, trying to make a new start. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. We're just looking for a guy. You know him, and you ran. We did what we had to do. I'm sorry about your leg. And I kind of kiss my hand and then touch his knee. I'm like, but just be honest.
I was honest, man. I don't fucking know the guy. He's scary as fuck. He sits at the bar. Every once in a while, I'll see him looking at a photo. He always seems to pay in cash. I've offered to sell him shit. He doesn't want anything. All he does is drink. He drinks and he seems to walk home. That's all
Do you have his phone number?
No, I don't have his phone. I just told you the guy doesn't talk to me, man.
Never been over to his house to drink.
Fuck no, man. I wouldn't go to some place like that with that guy, dude. Dude, fucking, he has shark
What's-
eyes, man.
What's some place like that? I mean, it sounds like you've seen his place. Why does it seem scary?
Because the dude seems scary, man. What, I want to be one-on-one with a guy who looks like he fucking eats people? Fuck that, man. And you guys do have his address. You guys got the address from the landscaping company.
Well, yeah. Meta-wise, I was just trying to see if we could, if he had his phone number, I was gonna be like, oh, well, call him up and be like, hey, I need you to cover my shift or something to bring him here. But if that's not the case, that's fine.
No, he doesn't know him like that.
All
Okay.
right. I say, don't go nowhere, bud. So we'll be in town for a little while. We want you here too.
All right, man. Fuck.
I take my bottle of oxys out of my pocket, and then I put 2 like in his little pocket up front, and I'm like, here's for your troubles.
Is this? He kind of like looks between you guys. Is this a fucking setup or some shit, man?
Not at all, brother. You got hit with a wrench. I honestly feel bad. Like,
I'm keeping your coke, and you got hit with a wrench. These are just for your pain.
All right,
also, I'm taking your bag of coke. This is to
man. Fuck.
at least you have something.
All right, man. Fuck. All right.
Hey, it's better than a fully busted leg, isn't it? And I punch him in the chest.
All right. So, I guess we
Okay.
leave. I guess we leave the yard. By the way, even though it's a light hit, it does make him take a couple steps back because Foley's a lot stronger.
I'm gonna have to adjust my character because Foley seems like he's gonna be me, and we can't have to do the same dudes.
I don't know. So
Yeah,
far,
it's
so far I
it's
feel
like competing Collinses. It's like Collins and stereo right now.
I will say that I do feel like Foley's more laid back though. Like, that's the thing. Collins has been way more
You
abrasive.
feel more aggressive.
Yeah.
You feel like the big brother of what my character is.
Yeah.
You've been through so much. I'm gonna be you. Like I'm you at the beginning of the program. This is what it seems like.
All right.
You're so much more grizzled through it than me.
So what are we doing from here, gentlemen?
I think his house is
We
the
give the
logical
detective a
step.
call. Give the detective a call
Oh, that
See what
too.
he's
Yeah,
from.
that's a good idea.
before heading over to Dale's.
So you guys give Goodwin a call. Yeah, she looks at the business. The business seems straightforward. It was started by Randy probably 15 years ago. He got audited like 8 years back, but nothing too heavy. and then Randy has a slight record. You know, he's been picked up for being drunk in public, arrested for possession of stolen goods, that kind of thing.
Who is this?
The owner of
The owner of the shop.
the
Okay.
motor repair. Which you guys already got that vibe that he was like, he's kind of a criminal.
Mhm.
As for
Need
Dale,
fucking Fast and Furious shit.
so here's the weird thing with Dale. Dale's a real person. He was born in Kansas, but he was born in Kansas in like 41. So he should be like a 70-year-old man. It doesn't make sense that the guy you guys have been seeing looks like he's in his late 40s or early 50s.
Okay.
But outside
So
of that,
as we walk out of the mechanic shop, Sal's just going, just not even turning around. He's like, "We are supposed to at least pretend like we're U.S. Marshals."
I look at Sal's and I go, I mean, who's more abusive than the government, bud?
there you go. So are we heading to 82 Mills Lane?
Yep, that's good with me.
Yeah.
Well, this guy, if he is home, probably dangerous. So do we want to gear up beforehand?
Yeah, I didn't know that was an option.
Yes. So if you look at maps and handouts, the first I have like things to keep in mind is at the very top now. So it's like one is like be aware of leaving clues behind you that you were there. When in doubt, reach out to your handler. Friendlies can be useful, but not always trustworthy. If you need something, cars, equipment, guns, ask the handler. And then guns can solve problems and sometimes cause them too. And witnesses have to be dealt with one way or another.
Okay.
So I think
that's
Cells
good,
will
then I
text
would've-
Hay and say, we believe we have a positive ID on the subject. Is there somewhere where we can acquire some equipment?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I say reach out to our handler.
Yep.
Tell them we're pretty sure we have a positive ID on one of our three suspects. We've narrowed our three suspects down to the one, and we're gonna go check out where he's living, his on site. Go on site to where he's supposed to be at. We need to gear up.
Yeah, you guys receive an address back, and basically it's about an hour away.
All right.
It's out in the sticks. You guys go?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know what's going on with Monty, but
Yeah, I think Monty might have dropped because he was like sitting on his porch, and sometimes his signal gets weird there. So yeah, you guys drive about an hour out. You're out in the sticks of the country, and then you pull down like a dirt road, and there's like a house that has a for sale sign, and then a garage that has a big ass lock on it. But it's a combination lock that you guys were sent the code to. And so you guys you guys take the lock off, and then you roll the door up to the garage. Inside are several shelves run along the walls, a stack of boxes on a blue tarp in the center of it. So you guys step inside.
yeah. So Cells will turn to Foley and say, "Be careful what you touch. The program puts all sorts of things in these green boxes."
You're telling me we're gonna run into some alien style face fuckers?
It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
back.
I look at
So
Sal's.
let's check out these
I look
shelves.
at Sal's. And I go, how many missions have you been on, Sal's? And why do you and if not that many, how do you know so much?
This is my first mission as an official agent, but we'll just say I've had my encounters with Delta Green before for the program. I'm sorry.
I look at Sal's again and go, hey, dude, like, we're gonna have to get our shit together if we're gonna do this.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, we can hear
Okay,
you now.
my bad. My shit fucking lagged
Yeah.
out.
You're good, buddy.
All right.
So
where
we're
at?
hitting a green box.
You guys are in a green box, like out in the sticks. You're like an hour away from Greensboro. It's like 7 to 8. It's starting to get dark out. You can kind of hear like the cicadas out in the woods, because you're kind of like on a piece of farm property. You guys are in a garage. In the garage are several shelves that run along the walls. A stack of boxes on a blue tarp in the center of the garage. You guys step
Okay.
inside.
Yeah, I step inside.
On a
I
shelf.
look over what's on the shelves.
So on a shelf closest to the door is a shoebox. leaning on the like next to the shelf is a double barrel shotgun, with like duct tape around the stock, and then there is a blue backpack on the tarp in front of you. You can go further in if you want to smoke stuff.
I opened the blue backpack.
All right.
Wait, hold on, real quick. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to catch up. So we're
At a green box.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are at a green box out in the sticks, about an hour from Greensboro. It's on a piece of farm property. The house has a for sale sign in front of it, and you guys took a lock off a garage that had like a combination lock on it.
and this is what we're checking on Dale shit.
No, this is a green
No,
box.
we're getting gear.
Yeah, you get equipment.
What's for equipment? Okay, I got you.
So in the blue backpack is a little 38 Smith & Wesson model stub nose. And at the bottom of the backpack is a bunch of loose rounds for it.
All right.
Real quick, what's everyone's
I look-
firearms stat?
I just have the base, which I think is 20. Yeah.
There's no number. It just says 20%.
Yeah. I feel like you're gonna be the only one who's decent with firearms.
Who?
Collins.
Okay.
Collins. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, none of these are anything too enticing for me, so I go deeper into the box and open a crate.
So hanging from one of the boxes is a faded blue fanny pack, and then you see like a vest on a shelf.
I take the vest.
So it is a black bulletproof vest, like a basic civilian version of it. And on it there's a patch that says "Not in the face" in green text.
Yeah, I take that vest. I put it on. And I search the room for more weapons.
On another shelf is a Remington bolt-action rifle with iron sights.
I take that.
with a box of shells.
Yeah, I take that.
You
with
don't
the
take the
shell.
shotgun, but you take the fucking Remington.
Dude, I have a 30-30 in my bedroom right now. I'd take that over a fucking homemade sawed-off. We're going against a fucking Marine. We're not going to get that close to him, I'm assuming. And the last thing, I look for a melee weapon.
There is a collapsible baton on a shelf, and it's like been spray painted with like pink at the tip.
I take that if that's the only melee weapon.
I'm pretty sure I have one in my equipment.
So you're not gonna have some of your equipment since you guys had to like. I'm pretty sure you had to fly in, so you're not gonna have like a baton or the machine gun. You can have the gloves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I take the Remy, 30-30, and the baton.
Cells will check out the shelves. If he can't find anything else interesting, he'll probably take the snub nose.
Okay. So you look around. You see a case of like really expensive chef knives. And there is a post-it note on it that says, "This will get through bone." This is all it says.
Ooh. Fuck.
And then you see a trash bag.
I'll take a peek inside.
So you untie the trash bag. In it is a couple ski masks, gloves, and at the bottom is a hockey mask that has a little bit of dried blood on it.
How many ski masks?
A bunch. It's a trash bag. It's a trash bag full of like loose work gloves and like fucking ski masks and shit.
Okay, I'll take the ski mask. I toss them to my cohorts, and I'm like, "Welcome to the program."
So yeah, Cells will take a mask and gloves, and then the stub nose.
Okay. Are you taking any weapons? There's a shotgun here.
I'll take the knives, and I'll take the shotgun.
Okay.
Does it have a strap on it?
No, but that's pretty easy to rig up. It's not tough.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll take
As you pick up the double barrel, it's cut short. The stock is like held together with tape, and on the tape, written in Sharpie, says, "Heard it doesn't taste bad."
All right. I'm sorry. Just meta real quick for my notes. So I take the snub-nose shotgun and the kitchen knives that cut through bone. Foley took what?
The Remington bolt action rifle
The
with iron
bolt
sights
action iron sight, yeah,
and a vest. So
and a baton.
yeah. So the collapsible baton, just so you know, it's touch, and your damage is 6 on it. The Kevlar vest gives you 3 points of armor.
Hold on, let me write that down. You said armor's 3 points,
Mm-hmm.
and baton is touch,
And the damage is a 1d6.
1d6.
Okay.
Also, isn't there that rule to where, I mean, as far as like basic tabletop shit, you have to say when you put it on. It's not like,
Yes.
oh, I have it, so it's already equipped.
Yes. I
All
trying to
right,
make
so
sure of that.
Taylor, keep that in mind.
There's also
Yeah, okay.
you guys notice also on the shelf where the vest was, there is a Kevlar helmet with a Mr. Buddy sticker on it. You guys remember Mr. Buddy?
I remember Mr.
Oh
Buddy.
yeah.
No, I'll leave the
Oh
helmet.
shit! And this is a couple years before. Oh
Yeah.
fuck. Huh. Okay,
But
and
I mean, Collins definitely knows Mr. Buddy. He has kids. It's a very popular
Right.
German TV show.
okay, and Cells, you took what?
The snub nose revolver and some gloves and a mask.
Yep.
So for the snub nose, you got 6 rounds before you have to reload, 1d8 for damage, and the range is about 30 meters.
Gotcha.
Yeah, what's my rifle?
So the rifle, the range is about 100 meters. The damage is 1d12 plus 2, and you got 5 rounds before you have to reload.
Okay, and those when they looked in, there were like loose rounds. What was?
Oh,
what were those for?
it was in the backpack, and those are just rounds for the revolver. There's a bunch of loose rounds at the bottom of it.
Okay.
All right.
And the shotgun is 2d8, Monty. And if you're within 5 feet, you get to roll lethality.
Mm.
All right. Anything, so I guess I'm just gonna assume we're all getting gloves and masks, correct?
Yep.
Anything else, gentlemen?
That's everything for me.
Yeah, I think we're good. I say we head out to the property and park about 50 meters out and begin a stakeout, essentially.
Okay. Sound good?
Yep.
Alrighty, so, right here is the overhead map of the neighborhood. The red circle is, again, Holly's hideaway, and the black circle is where the house is. So it's pretty close.
Okay.
And this is the layout of the house. So you can kind of see there's woods behind it, and there's a fence blocking off the backyard from you guys.
Mm.
And let's go to the description of the house. A rundown rancher with a faded green siding, and a sad little white door. It's right down the street from Holly's hideaway. The yard is slightly overgrown. One gutter is hanging down. One front window is boarded up. And the fence blocks the backyard from sight. And there is a rusted van that sits in the driveway. I think Monty might have dropped on us again.
Lost Monty again.
Yeah, so let's pause for a second.
All right, release the board.